How do you negotiate a salary when looking for jobs in Germany? Well, first of all, congratulations. If you made it to the offer stage, you made it for all the interviews, you got excellent CV, excellent cover letter, they want to have you. That's an amazing, amazing step. Second, you gotta understand who has the power to influence your salary. And very often employees, they negotiate the salary with HR. And they think HR, it's good or bad, they can decide how high my salary is. But the truth is, HR is just an executive function. It's like an extended arm of the manager, of the CEO, whoever it reports to. And the true power to negotiate the salary comes from your manager. When I say your manager, I mean the hiring manager, so your future supervisor. How do you use this information that the manager and not the HR has the actual power over your salary? Well, first of all, in your interviews, keep it in mind. Really make the best possible impression on your manager, and not only impression that is good enough to get you to the next round. And if you made a really good impression on your manager, you can reach out to him in a salary negotiation stage and be like, hey, I really like you, you guys like me, I like the company, can we do something on a salary? Can you maybe influence the HR? If a manager really wants you, he would most definitely try to do everything in his or her power to win you over. Sometimes it could not be the manager, maybe the manager's manager or someone else in the company that you got to know. I once had a coffee with a vice president of a company, just completely random. He invited me to work for the company, the different department in his, but he at the end could also negotiate for my salary. So now you know who can impact your salary. What do you actually tell them? Before you tell them anything, you should know for yourself what is the lowest you could go. Is it 50k, 100k, 150, 300k? What is the lowest boundary that you're willing to accept? Once you have your lowest boundary, your offer, and your desired salary, this free number, you should make an analysis that is based on logic and based on business, and honestly it's a topic of its own, why you're worth that extra money that you're demanding. Be like, hey, if you hired me as an external contractor or consulting, I would be this much more expensive, so if you give me the salary bump, I am still cheaper than that. Or I've benchmarked industry standards, I benchmarked how much people are making, I would like to stay company for a long time, so I want to be aligned with the average or slightly above average. They're not willing to move in terms of the base salary. Maybe they got stock options, deferred bonuses, cash bonuses, performance bonuses, which are usually way easier to negotiate. Of course, even if you do everything right, apply all the FBI hostage negotiation tactics, it can be that they don't move. Maybe because they're not in the mood, maybe they don't have the budget, maybe it's fixed, which is also very common in Germany. And even if they don't move, you should be clear on your priorities. Would I want this job anyways? Does this job give me something more and better besides the salary than my current job? My last job that I really wanted, I was like, hey man, even if they don't offer a salary increase, I want it so bad, I would still do it. I was lucky enough to still negotiate an increase for myself, but you should keep in mind that a salary is not only the money you get on your bank account, it's also how you feel, what you tell your friends. It's a status thing too. And is status more important than the actual job you do and how much joy you get, or I don't know what company you work at? It's up to you to decide.